Hello, my name is ELFT. I'm the head of resourcing at the East London NHS Foundation Trust, and today I'd like to talk to you about getting into roles and careers within the NHS. So we'd like to talk to you about where to find NHS jobs vacancies, about our trust, the organisation and what we do, our mission and values, why work for the NHS, the benefits we offer, the types of roles we have on offer. We're going to talk a little bit about the staff bank and how to complete a purposeful application form. The first thing, where can you find a job to work in the NHS? Now, there are different platforms available where our jobs are advertised. The main one is NHS Jobs. There's also Track Jobs, our own website that includes all our vacancies and including internal and external, Indeed, any other social media platforms, and also Find a Job. About the Trust, we have services located in City of London, Hackney, Newham, Tower Hamlets, and Bedfordshire and Luton. We also deliver specialist services in North East London, Hertfordshire and Essex, psychological therapies in Richmond, and an award-winning specialist mother and baby psychiatric unit in Homerton. Our East London population totals around 750,000, and we are proud to serve one of the most culturally diverse parts of the UK. In Bedfordshire and Luton, we are now responsible for a further 630,000 people's mental health and community health care needs. In September 2016, the Trust was rated outstanding by the Care Quality Commission. The Trust was once again rated as outstanding by the CQC in June 2018. ELFT were recently included in the SSJ and Nursing Times Best Places to Work list. Our vision and values. Our main priorities in delivering our vision and values are population health outcomes, the experience of care, staff experience, value, which would increase productivity, reduce waste, and cut out variation in clinical practice. The Trust values are at the heart of our vision and underpin everything we do. And our values are we care, we respect, and we are inclusive. So, why work for the NHS? Now, working for the NHS, allows you to follow in the footsteps of inspiring people, those helping out with the pandemic at the moment, for example. Also, to help us deliver high quality patient care to all. The NHS is a family. We try to make a difference. We're here to make a difference to people's lives, providing health and well-being to the local community. It's rewarding and a worthwhile career you can have, and also our values. Now, what are the benefits that we offer? We have season ticket loan to cover travel expenses. We offer a relocation loan. We have a refer a friend scheme that basically if you know someone and you already work for the Trust and you want to refer them to the Trust and they are successful at obtaining a role with us, they can get up to £500. We offer a lot of NHS benefits and discounts. We have an excellent pension scheme, and we also offer salary sacrifice. So what are the types of roles that you can apply for in the NHS? Usually when you talk about the NHS, you're talking about nurses, about clinical staff, doctors, though NHS is broader than this. So the types of roles you can apply for are ward clerks, admins, receptionists, human resources, finance, other clinical roles like dietitian, psychological well-being practitioners, assistant psychologists, occupational therapists, medical lab assistants, clinical embryologist, apprenticeship, and the list goes on. So what is the staff bank and what are the benefits of joining the staff bank? So as a bank member of staff, you will have the flexibility of working. So if you, for example, if you do not want to be tied up to a substantive contract where you have to offer a certain amount of hours every week, your option could be to join the bank where you can decide where and when you want to work. So again, you have flexible working opportunities. You can work in both clinical and non-clinical roles. We offer weekly pay. You can self-book your shift and have visibility of available shifts in the trust. It's a foot in the door for permanent position to get experience, to get exposure to the wider trust. And also we have training available for bank staff. So what is the recruitment process? How does it work? What do you need to do? So firstly is to find obviously the role that you're interested in applying. Most of our roles are advertised on NHS jobs and track jobs. When you are applying, always ensure that you are aware of the trust values. This is a very important criteria for the person shortlisting for the role. The second thing is obviously we will have a look at your application form. Ensure you meet the person specification. So all adverts we place will have a copy of the JD and the person specification. So before submitting your application, make sure you go through the JD, the person specification, and tailor your application form on the person specs and the JD. There will also be an interview and an assessment. If you're successful, then you move on to the next stage, which is pre-employment checks. So you're offered the role. We have our recruitment team will call you in for your right to work, your ID checks, DBS, occupational health, references, professional registration, whatever is relevant for the role. Once you've gone through this and you have a start date, then we will arrange a corporate and local induction for you to familiarize yourself with the trust. So writing an application form, what to expect on an application form, what should an application form include, and what shouldn't an application form include? So your supporting information should include your reasons for applying for the role. Always read the advert in case it asks for 3 reasons to shortlist or any other information. So sometimes adverts will ask you different ways of filling your application form. For example, can you provide me with 3 reasons to shortlist you? Always align supporting information with person specification of the role. Demonstrate how you meet the essential and desirable criteria. Again, always go through the JD and person specs when you're completing your application form. What to include in the supporting information section. So the role you are applying for and why are you applying for this role? The relevant skills, qualifications and trainings, your knowledge, your experience, any relevant voluntary activities that you may have undertaken, the essential and desirable criteria requirements from the person specification. And what not to include in the supporting information section, anything that you think might be irrelevant for the role. Always be clear and concise and always adapt your application form to the role. Details from an own application form, again, should not be included. Your application form should always be up to date. Your personal life details, which are not relevant to the role. So sometimes, you always look at the JD. What are they asking for? What are the criteria? And then you base your experience, and then you base your experience and your knowledge on that, on the person specs. Other useful tips to consider when completing an application form is to ensure that you complete all the information as per a requirement on the form. Make sure you include your personal details, your contact details, your referee details, any information that we will need for us to be able to contact you and carry out your any pre-employment checks for you to join the trust. Make sure you use good spelling and grammar on your application form. Sell your skills. Tell the person doing the shortlisting what you can do, what you can bring to the role. Make sure you format your application properly. Your paragraphing, your layout of the application, make sure it's very easily read by the person doing the shortlisting. Help your application form stand out. Include your achievements. So tell them what have you achieved in your previous role, even in your personal life. And this always helps you with your application form. Like I've said, always link your application form to the JD and person specs. Tailor make your application form. Always base it on the JD. This makes you stand out because it will show the shortlister that you have actually gone through the advert, the JD, the person specs, you know about the trust, you know what's required of the role, and you're submitting your application. Get to the point. It's not an essay, so be sharp and concise. Sometimes shortlisters have hundreds of applications to go through. So if you are sharp and concise, you will get straight to the point, and they will actually see what you're trying to tell them on your application form straight away. Are all the experience relevant? Is this summer job that you've had in the year 2000 relevant to the role? It could well be, or may not be relevant to the role. So, like I said, always look at the JD and the role that you're applying for before you submit your application. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this helpful. For more information on our job vacancies, please do visit our jobs vacancy page, which is www.elft.nhs.uk/working for us. Thank you.